Good way to get shot, bro.
Wow, right? So, before I start talking and getting all the people's input, keep in mind, I might not be in the same situation living-wise you guys are in. Like, some folks are living in the city, some folks are living in a neighborhood. I am 30 minutes from town, and I am down in a half-mile dirt overlanding driveway down into a ravine in the woods. I got bear here. Bear droppings are everywhere. So I'm going to say right now, it was Amazon. Okay. Apparently Amazon will deliver 9:30 at night. Drive through your backyard in the middle of the night. There's no access into my yard. I don't know how they got to the field. My camera caught them, freaked my wife out. She was downstairs, ran upstairs asking. I heard a car coming when I was half asleep. Jumped out of bed, and that's when my wife was yelling up the steps, freaking out. I went and looked out the window. The car had come around the back of the house, right through my yard. Drove right through my yard. And then pulled up into my front yard. Drove into my front yard to shine the lights on the front of the house. Apparently we're looking for the address at 9:30 at night, because they're going to deliver packages no matter what. So, at this point, I mean, what would you do? And looked outside, and they were leaving and heading to my neighbor's new house. He's living in his RV while they're building the house. I called him up, and I know I'm not the only crazy person, because when I told him what incoming, this is what happened just now. The first thing he said was, "I'm getting my gun." I mean, this is not the area you want to be down here doing that bullshit. Like, excuse my French.
This is country.
Understand, like, what you missed in the video was, you didn't see them parked in my house driving right into my front yard. How rude, first off.
Rude.
Drive right, and at 9:30 at night, shine the lights on the front of my house like that. Freaked my wife out.
Harry, my hero
So,
husband,
I don't know
where
what you
are
guys
you?
would do. Would you come out and bring them a cup of tea? Hey, how you doing? Stick your head way out. Can I help you? I mean, I was worried about people jumping out of the car and running into the house. Because we see it happen all the time now. This is not the time of days to be doing stuff like that. If you want to deliver a package, do it in the daytime. If you're going to do it in the evening, drop it off at the door. Drive up to the house and drop it off at the door.
You can't.
You don't need
handle
to
the
drive
truth.
through my yard. There's no access point to get to my field. I have no idea how they got here. Like,
What's
they had to drive
happening?
through my neighbor's overgrown wheat field, right? Just to get through. I don't know what they were doing. It's like, or they were on crack or something. I don't understand. So put my AR down because there's no light on it. Lesson one, get a light for the AR. And grab my AR-9, which is right there in the vicinity. And it has a light. So I pointed the gun directly at them. They were coming up my driveway again. And I pulled my light, and I flashed my light and left it on. So they could, and they kept coming. And I said to them, "That's a good way to get shot, bro." And they still were coming. That freaked me out more than anything. And then I got to thinking, well, they can't see my gun because I have the light in their face, because it's a bright light. So I just went back inside the house and peeked my head out, and the lady says Amazon. And I said, "Are you f***ing stupid?" Excuse my French. That's what I said. To deliver a package, are they paying you that much money? Are you going to get your muffler fixed with this package? Anyway, there are definitely some things I would change. One of them is that I didn't have my AR loaded. I didn't even know I had to empty mag in it because I was dry firing stuff. Good thing I didn't really, when I went outside, when I put it down and grabbed the AR-9, that one's loaded. And there's one in the chamber, but the AR's... One, make sure it's loaded. Two, get a light for your... Every damn gun you have in the house, if you're going to be grabbing it in the thick of the night and stuff like that's happening, you need a light. So all of them have lights except for my 300 blackout and my AR. So I got to get 2 lights. And I don't really have the money right now. What would you do? And you could chime in and be like,
I wouldn't have done that. You just overreacted. They was just Amazon.
And then this leads us up to our 25-yarder. So yes, we're going to move forward. And we're going to shoot that 25-yarder at distance. It's the haunted one. And we're going to try to get better. We're going to try to bring those zeros in. And I'm going to keep focusing on getting better at shooting my rifle in case I ever need to. And I hope I don't. I hope Amazon just comes out here like normal people next time and delivers a package on my front door in the daylight and then leaves without driving in my front yard and all the drama. No reason for that, right? So let's kick that off, and this is my rant for today. You guys let me know what you would have done differently. It's Tuesday. I'll see you Saturday. Survived hummus. I prefer a real dip, but that's all right. We survived, so that's good. So here we are today. It's range day. Saturday. Finally, we got through it. Yeah. Got through Amazon, right? The crazy Amazon lady. I don't know. There was a male driver, by the way, and 2 other people. So that car was packed. I'm not going to get into. Just refer to that. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to stay with the 25s. I'm going to shoot the Honda 25. I'm going to shoot the regular 25. And we're going to see the difference. Again, the last time I shot the level 25 that's not on a slope, bam, right in the center. I don't know why, and it's always the same. So we're going to keep that going. I'm going to oil this up a little bit. So we got about 400 and 450 rounds through this now, and I'm going to oil it up a little bit. It's a 2011. It requires a little bit of tender loving care. It's like a, so we're going to do that. Like I said, we are going to continue the festivities. All right, we got one out there already. We're going to shoot this one too. Headshots. Midget. I'm going to start out with paper like I always do. I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's going to be like a modified bill drill. So 1 square on this side, 1 on this side. I'm going to try to do 5, mag swap the center circle and see how many I can get in there. Then we'll take it from there. I don't know if it's going to be much running around here today. It's muddy, clayey. It's clayey out. So let's get out to the range. Oops. Out the other way. Slow down with this guy. Slow down. I'm not patient. Well, I don't know. I think some of those might have went in the center. Let the festivities begin. Headshot. Try again. I got the very top of that. Did you see it? That's a haircut. Headshot. Taking some random shots here. About 8 yards. $25. Yes. Nope. Got it that. Bust a little bit. What do you say?
Yes. Miss.
I think the 25s are much better, man. I'm going to take that as a win, especially on the move. I like that. I will say this, man. This thing is in desperate need of a pistol pit stop. Look at that. If you could see that or not. The clay is all over these. And inside, I finally had a failure to feed. So, yeah, it's got about 500-600 rounds through it now. 150 today, so it's due for some cleaning. You know, when I say it's time, I'm going to go ahead and let the wheels fall off the bus a little bit. I mean it. I'm going to go ahead and cut loose a little bit. I don't like to stand too much and just shoot. I don't have a lot of patience for that. I want to get in and do footage. I've bearded it here today. But honestly, I feel a lot better shooting the stack. 25 yards, pretty good for me. I'll take those. It's a little warm. It's a little heated. We're going to go ahead and clean it up. Pistol pit stop this week. We'll go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead. No spam risk, thank you. No, not today, ISIS. But we'll go ahead and do the pistol pit stop. Do a short on what we're going to be shooting next week. I think I'm going to go with the Glock 19. I haven't shot that in a minute, and I love shooting. I love making things miserable for me. Coming off a Staccato trigger to the Glock 19 trigger. Let's do it. No excuses. And, you know, I don't want to take any... I'm not making any excuses. This is my zero. I'm pretty happy with it. Any mistakes, any misses that I made and I left some out there is on me. So, and then I fixed it. And then I had a failure to feed. So, that's just the way it works. And I didn't run through it. Like, typically when I see a failure to feed, you want to be like, you know, rack, tap and rack. But I just like, oh, I failure to feed. You know, train comfortably. Train uncomfortably. Train to your surroundings. But whatever you do, you better train.